I just love books. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Drew and this is my channel where I make videos about improving my mental health in hopes that it inspires you guys to improve your mental health as well. So recently I did a reading challenge on my channel and I can confidently say that really burnt me out from reading, but I'm currently just finishing another reading challenge that's only a week long, so it's not so bad, where it's really reignited my desire to read. So I figured I would tell you guys about the books that I want to read in April. Now, in my last TBR, I did mention a few of the books that I am going to mention today, but I didn't get around to them, so hopefully in April I will be able to. So the first book that I want to mention is The Power by Naomi Alderman. I have paper on all of the library things so that y'all don't know my location. I am currently 100 pages into it. I did mention this book in my last TBR, but I'd really like to finish it this month. I did find the writing style to be kind of difficult to follow along with at first, but it's definitely gotten better. I do love the idea of the plot, so I'm super interested in seeing how this book does go. The writing, for me anyways, this could be totally different for you guys, but the writing has gotten better as the book has gotten on, and typically I'll get to a point where I'm about 100 pages in before I decide to move on to the next book if I'm not into it, but I am definitely into this book, so I'm really looking forward to finishing it. So without giving away too much of this book, I am just gonna quickly read just one sentence that describes this book very well, and it is on the front cover here, or on the inside cover. So, a fierce new power has emerged and only women have it. I don't know if I've ever read a book that has such like an interesting plot line. Although I haven't really been reading very many books over the last few years, I've never heard of a book that is like this. I'm really looking forward to finishing this book and just seeing how it goes. But yeah, I feel like it's just getting to the good parts and I'm so excited. My next book is How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. I am about 25 pages into this because I did read a little bit of this during my reading challenge that I just did, which should be up on my channel pretty soon. I am definitely looking forward to reading the rest of this book. It's all about hustle culture and how we live in a world where our value is determined by our productivity, which I think is really toxic and also quite ableist. What's nice is it's also not a book that is anti-technology. I'm not a big fan of hustle culture whatsoever. I think that it's like an incredibly toxic mindset and way to live and very capitalistic. And I really like the fact that so far she has also recognized that it is capitalistic. I'm just looking forward to reading all of the rest of her opinions and ideas about resisting the attention economy, which is what it says on the front of the book. I'm just really hoping that this book like motivates me to, I guess, spend less time with technology. I think that's something I'm really looking forward to with this book. I'm not putting all of that kind of pressure on the book. I know that a book can only do so much, but I'm really hoping that there is a lot of really great information in this book that I can take away from. Number 3 is Queenie by Candace Carty-Williams. This is another one that I never got around to reading as it was in my latest TBR, but based on the inside cover, I believe it's about a Black British woman who is just kind of like finding herself, finding her way, and figuring out what she wants to be and who she wants to be. It says that it's a very honest and boldly political book, which I'm really looking forward to reading about. And I don't think I've ever actually read or watched any of the Bridget Jones movies, but I did see there are a couple of reviews on the book that compare it to Bridget Jones, calling it a Black Bridget Jones, if that is of any interest to you. This next one is, I think, the last one that I'll be mentioning that I did also mention in February, but I never got around to it. But it is The Way Home by David A. Neal. It's such, like, look at that cover. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, it looks so cool. He is a First Nations carver, jeweler, painter, printmaker, writer, and photographer who in this book talks about his struggles to reconnect with his culture after decades of separation and childhood trauma and abuse. It says, The Way Home is an uplifting tale that affirms the healing power of returning home. It is also a testament to the strength of the human spirit to overcome great obstacles and the power and endurance of Indigenous culture and art. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of his art that he's got in this book, as well as learning all about his story. And the last book that I hope to read is This Book Is Gay by Juno Dawson. It claims to be the instruction manual for anyone who has come out. It's full of information on sex, politics, hooking up, stereotypes, coming out, and more. The author is also a trans woman who I believe came out after this book was published, unfortunately, so my version does have her dead name on it, which is why I'm covering it up. It's really unfortunate that there are books with her dead name going around in circulation, so that must be really hard. So if I do end up really enjoying this book, I'm definitely gonna buy the newer printed ones that don't have her dead name on it, obviously. But unfortunately, this is the book that my library had. So I'm already about 40 pages into it, and I'm already really enjoying it. I feel like I'm looking forward to learning more about the LGBTQ+ community, as well as exploring my own sexuality and gender along with it, because that is something I have been working on doing kind of behind the scenes. I hope to make some kind of series about kind of exploring my own sexuality, but I just don't know if I'm ready just yet. Same with my gender. So I did actually recently discover that I have been preferring they them pronouns. Just some of my like Discord friends and such have been referring to me as they them instead of she her. Just so you guys know, just so you guys are aware of kind of what's been going on with me. Let me know how you guys would feel about some kind of a series about exploring sexuality and gender, because I feel like that would be really fun to do. And also just, I would learn so much about myself, and you guys could also learn a lot about yourselves if you haven't already searched it up. It could be a fun thing to do together, you know? I feel like it'd be fun. Let me know. Now, apparently this book is really funny, clever, and it's full of uncensored exploration of sexuality and what it's like to grow up LGBT+, and it also includes real stories from people across the gender and sexual spectrum. It also includes some really hilarious illustrations, which I'm definitely enjoying so far. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this book, and I'm also looking forward to just learning more about myself as well as the 2S LGBTQ+ community. So I really quickly just want to mention one more book, which is The Defining Decade by Meg J. I did finish this book for my reading challenge, and I really liked it. It was really good. I'm thinking about the book, and I'm thinking about parts where I was like, ugh, I don't like this. I don't like how what she's saying. But I think it was just kind of like hard to swallow lessons kind of thing that you just don't really want people to tell you. Kind of just like, you know, time goes by really fast kind of thing. If you don't stop to take a look around once in a while, you might miss it. But I did want to mention that most of the books that I have mentioned today, including this one, were recommendations by Leena Norms, because she's just got such great book recommendations. What can I say? I did find this book super motivating and also very validating as well. So I would definitely recommend it to any 20-something because it is a nice, gentle, kind kick in the ass. Anyways, you guys, those are my April TBR books I want to read in April. I'm so excited. I really hope that I can get, you know, right back into reading. I'm gonna try to not burn myself out this time. I really enjoy reading. I love the escapism of it, and I also love the education aspect of it. I don't know if I'll get to every single one of them, but I will give it my best shot. But if you guys have any book recommendation, please leave them in the comments below. No spoilers though, of course, but I will add them to my TBR on the StoryGraph, which is like Goodreads minus Amazon and Jeff Bezos, which is lovely, and it's also Black owned, which is also incredible. That list is growing, baby. It's getting real long and I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there are any books that I mentioned today that you hadn't heard of, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what the last book you read was. Anyways, you guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button because it really does support my channel and helps to get the algorithm on my side. Be sure to also hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified about future videos that I will be making. And lastly, be sure to follow me on all of my social media. They're always the pinned comment in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Is this too bright? Or am I just too pale? Oh, fudge. Fudge. Censoring this, it was so challenging last time. It took me so long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book.